Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for coming back for the second episode. Between episodes, I took a look at all my citizen tiles and like what tiles we were working, and I switched around one for Novgorod. Did I switch one for Novgorod? I think I did. Yeah, I did. I switched one for Novgorod there. For whatever reason, you see here the 8 and the 19, that hasn't updated, but this has, to how I'm not working any production tiles, I'm just working the food one because it'll take 5 turns to get another pop production to keep going with the lava. But anyway, everything's looking good to continue here. So I think we're just going to go ahead and do that. I feel like there was something else I was going to say. Right. Let's look at the score, F1 here. We have the highest score in the game, and I was curious about this because I'm pretty sure I'm not doing the best. So I hit show details. Civics, which is basically how far we are in the culture, is by far the lowest of anyone in the game. So we're really doing bad for culture. We're doing the worst for culture. Our technology is about on par with everybody. Everyone's got about 10 to 14. So we're tied with the best for that. No one has religion score yet because... oh no, Norway does. Okay. Guess Norway actually has a head start on people on religion. But the main thing here is the only reason I'm winning is empire, which is the size of my empire. You know, population, land, stuff like that. I dwarf everybody else in empire score, even Rome. In fact, Rome's not got as big of an empire score as some unmet player, so maybe America? I'm trying to think of who else likes to spam cities. But we're crushing for empire, which is pretty normal for early game Russia. You know, we're all about building those big cities quickly. So let's continue. So we have our trade route going. Oh.
Your Grace, we have obtained greater knowledge in the art of building static fortifications. Building walls around our cities will not only make them stronger against a foreign invader, but will also allow them to bombard nearby enemies.
Each of us is carving a stone, erecting a column, or cutting a piece of stained glass in the construction of something much bigger than ourselves.
So you heard it there. If you build walls in a city, it'll become like in Civ 5 where it can defend itself. Very useful. So ancient walls, we've just unlocked the ability to make those. 1 gold a turn maintenance, which is not bad. Pyramids, free builder. All builders can have 1 extra tile improvement charge. Must be built on desert, including floodplain without hills, +2 culture. And the battering ram, which is nice. Attacking melee units will do full damage to a city's walls. It's nice, but I'd still rather spam out ranged units. So it's just an extra little thing you can bring along to the fight if you want to. Anyway, we have our trade route here, so we are actually building a road from St. Petersburg, which we desperately need, because it's a bit of a walk. We're finally getting our first lava being built there, which is our unique district for Russia. It's our version of a holy site. We have our first campus going up because we need the science. And we have a monument going because, my god, is our culture bad. So here we go. We already have masonry. I'm tempted to go archery. It would only take 5 turns, and we need to modernize the military a little bit. Also, wouldn't hurt to get bronze working to see if we have any iron. And we have a boost towards currency, and that would give us commercial hubs, which is really nice. I think the first thing I want, though, is bronze working, because I want to know if I have any iron in my lands, and if I don't have iron in my lands, I want to go get it. So the sooner I figure that out, the better. Now, we already have irrigation, don't we? Yeah, we've got irrigation, so I can go upgrade that and get ourselves a luxury. Still trying to get a lot of scouting done in the north here. Gonna kind of go up here and then spin back around. Fighting going on in a few places by the sounds of it. I know there's one up there. Okay, here we go. So we'll take a better look at that in a second here. There we go. So we have incense now. Tourism 8 a turn, which is actually not bad considering if we go to our culture thing here. Yeah, domestic tourism, we've got the lowest in the game. It's pretty bad. No one has international tourism yet, but our domestic tourism is terrible because our culture is so low. Okay, we're looking okay. I really want a lot more builders, actually, because I have so many tiles to improve. Okay, this only needs to go a couple more turns before we connect up that big road to the Congo, which we're going to want to conquer. I noticed they actually have horses up here, and I'd like to get some cities up here as well. So the way strategic resources work in this game, all you need is one to have unlimited. However, if you only have one of a strategic resource, you can only build units of that strategic resource in that one city. But if you have two of it, you can build it empire-wide. Alright, I don't like that scout being right there. So we're gonna go ahead and just go to the stone. Ooh, we found Seoul, which is of Korea. This is a city-state in this game, though. Scientific? Scientific, there we go. Gives science to our capital and on our campuses, the more they like us. But we're not the first ones to meet them, so we don't get a free envoy, which is a shame, but it'd be weird if we were the first ones to meet them, considering they're so close to Rome. New city-state quest, recruit a great admiral. That's probably not happening anytime soon. I'd be surprised for the first one. Oh, are we settling too close? My people will settle where they please. Yeah, if you can't respect our land, then we won't respect you. It's okay, I don't respect you. I think you're going to be an easy conquest. Okay, they must have a barbarian encampment right up there. We gotta be careful. Might be our first big push is to go kill them. Okay. Are we working this tile? It's the same as those tiles, but why not? Okay. We could do a really fast campus or lava because our production in the city is actually not bad now. We do need builders, and we have roads to actually get the builders out. And we don't have many tiles to work with here, so I think for now, builders. St. Petersburg is actually not the greatest city in the world. Our capital is gonna probably...
past, with its changing empires that rose and fell. And you can foresee the future, too.
Yeah, our capital's probably not going to be nearly as good of a city as some of our others. So we have the ability here to take colonization, which is really nice. I think I'll take that in a little bit. We can also take discount on purchasing tiles, which we really don't need. I'll probably take colonization later, but right now we have other priorities. I really don't need to upgrade that right now, to be honest. I'd rather go and start getting that other luxury. Oh, what did we do? You contact with other city-states, crystallize the idea of governing of your own. Philosophical, or political philosophy, rather. So that's good. That helps us get towards our next our next government type. Recruit a great merchant is what Amsterdam wants us to do. Okay. So we have a head start towards mysticism. Political philosophy unlocks all three of the initial government types. And we boost it just from meeting 3 city-states, which is pretty easy. We do need workforce to actually get to it, though. But mysticism's tempting. It's only a 4-turn thing to get. Oracle is a nice wonder. Less faith to get great people, which is amazing, because that's kind of what Russia's all about, is using faith to buy great people. It also gives us inspiration and revelation, which you can use for great scientist points or great prophet points. And it awards us 1 envoy just for getting mysticism. So I think we're going to pick that one up. And then I hit shift and it thought I was still holding tab. That was weird. I'm going to hold down shift and tell it to work its way towards political philosophy. So yeah. After that, we'll get state workforce for the wonder and the unit maintenance and whatnot. And I think we're good to continue. We'll have that monument done soon, too. Okay, so we got one big road connecting here. That's actually connecting a few of our cities together. A lot of Roman warriors there, so they are building up an early military, which is to be expected from Rome. I don't like that scout. Dude, what's his problem? Is it because I got no navy? Oh, he just declared a formal war on me? Whoa! Okay. Okay, they both just declared a joint war on me. Well, that increased our production, or our way towards defensive tactics. Let me just see. That's not an immediate thing I can get, is it? I need military tradition, I think. Yeah, that's a while off. Okay. Do do I see enemy troops? Not yet. And Norway's very far away, unless they have boats in the area, which I don't think they do. That's aggressive. Okay. Okay, well, now is a good time to get some... oh god, warriors. Well, as soon as we're done with bronze working, we'll do archery. We can queue that up right now. Because my god, do we need it now. Get a slinger going there. Slingers suck, but what are we gonna do? Actually, I could wait 2 turns and just start on a spearman. What would I put the production into in the meantime, though? Ancient walls, maybe? Ugh, there's nothing I can 2-turn, so you know what? Keep working on that slinger. I don't like these barbarians being around right now. Okay, so we could be in some serious danger. We have a lot of land, it's not particularly protected, and we gotta be careful. Wow, those barbarians are actually attacking the city. Now's not a good time for that to happen. Okay, we'd have a major victory attacking them. Really need to get those barbarians out of there, but I wish they were attacking my enemy and not me. Okay, we have this trade route. We could send it to Pereslav, get some gold out of it. But I think I'd rather get my cities up and running still, so send it to Moscow, get a road there, help give it some production, which is much needed. In fact, I might even want to switch it from getting a campus to getting some warriors or something. Next turn, I might switch it to a spearman. Scouting's going very well, though, I have to say. 1 turn left on a warrior. Okay, I'm a little bit worried. I'm gonna have Novgorod keep on keeping on. I'm happy with that tile. Because I don't think they're gonna target it very much. Okay, we've got cotton, so that's another luxury. If we check on view report here, city status, amenities, I believe the left number is how many we have and the right is how many we need. I could be wrong. Yeah, we're good. So, +2 on amenities, +2, +2, and +2. This one is growing slowly though, just because it's running close to its housing cap. So our cities aren't growing quickly. We have a lot of small cities.
We have an envoy at our disposal. We can use the envoy to gain favor with the city-state. Becoming friendly with a city-state neighbor can be greatly beneficial to our civilization.
And see, this came at a good time.
Bronze is the mirror of the form, wine of the mind.
Bronze is a beautiful metal, if you've ever seen it in person.
Mysticism is the mistake of an accidental and individual symbol for a universal one.
Alright. So we have no wildcard slots, unfortunately, so we can't use any of these great people production ones yet. However, that came at a perfect time, that envoy, because we're going to want to spend the envoy on Pereslav because they're militaristic and will get us units faster. Yeah, I know we need housing there. We also just discovered that we have iron, and it's right by St. Petersburg. You are coming back to get us that iron, because you just enabled us to get military early. I now know that I want to start gunning for iron working early, get an iron mine, and fight back with swordsmen. Because that has value. We can also get a spearman pretty quickly. Envoy, send it to Pereslav. Actually, we already have one there, right? Because they're already giving us the bonus. So we could get 4 gold in our capital from Amsterdam, or 2 science in our capital from Seoul. And I'm very tempted to go with the science, because we're going to fall behind on science a little bit, having to focus on this war. But at the same time, I really want to work towards... you know what? No. We're taking the science. Let's not fall behind in that too much. Especially considering our trade route can't go to Congo anymore. Yeah, stay fortified there. These barbarians are probably going to pillage, and it's going to be a bitch to deal with. Okay. At least we're healing up quickly. There we go. Because we made a mine, considerable knowledge towards the wheel. And because we have an iron mine, knowledge towards ironworking. Nice, that's a double eureka. Okay, I really want that scout dead, but I can't reach it with anything right now, so we'll have to wait. My military's pretty woeful right now. I'm surprised that Congo's not attacking us right now. Norway, of course, isn't because they're so far away. They have other things to worry about. They might be sending troops right now, but it's gonna take a while if they are. Okay, we got lucky with that iron. We're gonna get a slinger in one turn. That'll be useful, and a spearman. We can go conscription if we need to. Conscription would mean that we pay less maintenance costs for our troops. Let's go to our government again real quick. Which one is that? This. Discipline. We might actually want to switch that soon to just making units faster, so we can mass produce a bit. Oh, right, he's in a marsh, so I can't immediately attack him. Okay. I think I want to keep this slinger here for now. So now we've got a unit in every city but St. Petersburg, which really doesn't need a unit right now. Unless they're sending a navy all the way around this way, but I don't think that's happening. And there are all these rocky coasts, so they'd have a hell of a time attacking anyway. So many barbarians in this match. Okay, we could do a lover in 3 turns. Just do one right there, maybe. Wouldn't be as good as there, but I kind of just want one. Oracle wouldn't take long. More builders wouldn't be bad. More spearmen is very tempting. We have 1 turn on archery. I think I'm going to keep the religious game going and get one of those built quick. Now, production here isn't great still because it is a pretty small city. And it would take too long to really build anything. Start working towards builders. And it can send it out west to Novgorod, which is growing much faster than it is. Mostly because I think I bought a settler from that city at some point.
I shot an arrow into the air. It fell to earth. I knew not where.
That is a good rhyme. Okay, they're actually sending military now. So we're just fortifying there. Getting the spearmen closer because their opponents are not yet using spearmen. Okay, want to start sending this builder west. Don't like that scout being right there. We're gonna take care of that. Oh, what was I doing running right there? Forgot that's right next to his border. Well, I'm losing that scout, which is pretty unfortunate. Celestial Navigation's really tempting because harbor districts kick ass. Currency would be really fast, but I need iron working right now. Swordsmen would dominate the Congo's military because I don't think they have any strategic resources. Alright, so they're actually attacking our warriors there. And I had the advantage there, that's good. Inspiration towards state workforce, done.
A strong economy begins with a strong, well-educated workforce.
Perfect. And I don't really need either of those right now, but what I do need, I'll take this opportunity to increase my production speed of my melee and ranged units. So I can get these units out faster. I could attack that scout right now. I'm a little bit worried about having these slingers move too far away from Novgorod, that they're gonna like sneak in here, or even that there's gonna be a Viking landing from the Norwegians. So I'm gonna keep my slinger right there so he can run back if he needs to. Yeah, lost that unit. And we have the campus complete. I forgot I was actually going to switch away from the campus originally. So we can do campus research grants. There are projects like this you can do for any kind of district you have. Gives you the resource associated as well as points towards a great person of that type. It's valuable, but I think right now I just want a library. I really need this city to help get my science up to speed. So our science rate is actually pretty good right now. And what did we do? Basic geometry, district planners. Oh, I built a district, so I get a speed boost towards mathematics. Okay, I'm actually going to send the spearmen up this way, because these barbarian horsemen are a problem, and spearmen are good against them. And for whatever reason, the scouts have decided to basically suicide themselves going next to my slinger. Which I'm more than happy with, because that gives me an opening for my builder to get over to Novgorod, because we don't have a road to walk along yet. So we can now build a shrine in our capital, gets us faith per turn, and great profit points, which we really want. Don't have faith to go buying things. And an archer is really tempting. Let's get an archer going. St. Petersburg is finally growing again, which it very much needs to. St. Petersburg has stayed the same size for a long time. Oh god. These
My liege,
horses.
We are beginning to attract the attention of the great people of the world.
Okay, we're attracting great
The
people.
more specialized districts we construct, the more we will draw in specialized great people to share their talents with our civilization.
Yes, districts are very important, is basically what it's telling us. Alright, attack. So spearmen do have a bit of a bonus against mounted units. I don't like that Congo warrior being there. Yeah, that wouldn't go well for us. Just heal. There we go. Getting ourselves some more incense. You know, I should have used that charge here because this is a better tile in general. And then I'm probably going to move up and get the cattle, because it'll be good for the growth of the city. Oh god, these barbarians are hitting at the same time as the Congo warriors. Otherwise, this would be easy. So now that we have spare incense, Rome actually wants to pay us for it, and I'm happy with this deal. He'll give us 20 gold up front and then 4 a turn for 30 turns. We're also opening our borders to each other. I like this. He'll like us for doing trade with him, rather. You'll notice a lot of that, like, huh, in this game. It's to save on voice lines. Voice acting's expensive, folks. They wanted to use their budget more on developing the game, you know? Can't blame them for it. Road upgrade.
The Lord made us all out of iron. Then he turns up the heat to forge some of us into steel.
That's a good quote. Okay, so road upgrade. We've gotten to classical roads now, so it gives you better movement. The ones in our territory have automatically been upgraded, whereas the ones outside of our territory will need a trade route to go past them, or a trader rather, to update them. The ancient roads are still better than nothing, but these classic roads are a big step up. Okay, that barbarian horseman is finally dealt with. And, there we go, since we killed something with the spearmen, we have military tactics Eureka, which is valuable to me. Now, we can actually upgrade this unit if we want to. Let's bring me over here. Okay, we can... if we want to... It used his turn. Cool. It didn't let me do anything with him. Okay, next turn, if I want to, I can actually pay to upgrade any warrior I have into a swordsman for 80 gold, which I want to do immediately. Because these swordsmen are what's going to turn the tide of the battle for me. So for research right now, the wheel's very tempting because it's very fast. Currency is tempting because it's very fast. I really want catapults, which is engineering, because I want proper siege equipment. But the enemy probably doesn't have walls right now. Let's get the wheel, because that leads us to engineering anyway. Lava is done. It would only take 2 turns to get a shrine, and we really need the production on our faith. Not oracle, I'm blind. Shrine. Only takes us 2 turns. You can see a shrine actually gets semi-built there, which I think is a really cool touch. The districts can visibly update. Alright, we have a road there now too. We really need a road to Novgorod because it's a bit out of the way. Travel between Novgorod and Kazan are quite slow. Or is quite slow, rather. There we go. Horseback riding's been sped up because we have a pasture now, even though it's pasture on cattle, not horses. Trade route plundered. Great. Barbarian plundered our trade route. It's a scout who did it too, which is embarrassing. Alright, nothing can immediately attack Moscow, so I'm just gonna use a swordsman. That was almost a kill. Yep. And we'll finish it off here. Make sure they don't go back and tell more waves to come at us. getting a lot of promotions available. Upgrade them to a swordsman. So swordsmen are a melee strength of 35, which is much better than a warrior. A warrior is a combat strength of, let's check. Let's go to, you know, I can just type it here. Warrior. A warrior is a strength of 20, so we're nearly double the strength of them on our units now, not even counting any promotions either of us might have. We also have archers coming in, much better than slingers. Swordsmen and archers might actually be enough to just conquer their capital outright. So we have a promotion here that I very much want to take now to heal. Upgrade versus melee, yeah, because they don't have horses. It's perfect. You also have a promotion, the swordsman here? Nope, it just kept the thing around after I used it. Need more housing here. Are they at their max? Yeah, they're at their max for housing, so after they're done the build, I'm going to have to do something to help them with that. I don't think they have a granary yet, so that'll help. We can make a new trader, which is tempting. We can make an encampment, which is a forward military base that we can make things like barracks in. I also wouldn't mind getting a galley to start scouting the coast. It wouldn't take us long, and it'd be worth it. A trader would also be really nice to keep our internal trade routes going. Oracle is very valuable, and if we wait too long, we're going to lose out on it. And we have no good tiles for it here. What's our highest production city? Out of curiosity. That should be view reports. And production, our highest production city by far is St. Petersburg. We could also buy it. Oh, we could only buy that though. I'm gonna actually bite the bullet and use up this tile, even though we don't have a ton of food to go around. We're gonna gun for the Oracle. We might not get it, but the Oracle's a very, very valuable one to Russia. So we're gonna try for it. Let's get some kills here. We'll get some experience towards promotion, and possibly even work our way to a great general for getting experience. Force them to retreat.
The opportunity has arrived for a change into a new and more powerful system of government.
Sometimes the wheel turns slowly, but it turns. Politics is the art of the possible, the attainable, the art of the next best.
Otto von Bismarck. All right, it's time to really change up our government. We're changing from a chiefdom. So you can change to any one of these government types and there's no anarchy. And then you can change to another one and there's no anarchy. But if you ever go back to a previous government, the people look at that as going backwards and there's anarchy. So that's good to keep in mind. So Classical Republic is a great economic one to go with. You have no military policy slots, but you have 2 economic ones. You have 1 diplomatic one and 1 wild card. You also have 15% bonus towards Great People points, which is very attractive for Russia. Also, all cities with districts receive +1 amenities, which helps your city growth. Oligarchy is a nice all-arounder. You get 1 of each kind of policy slot. All land melee units gain 4% combat strength, great in a war, and 20% experience for combat units. So that one's great at war, but has jack of all trades to it. Autocracy, you give up your diplomatic slot to have 2 military, an economic, and a wild card. +1 boost to all yields in the capital, so it's very capital-centric, which is why you see, you know, the Roman stuff in the background there. And a +10% bonus on wonder production. So it's very wonder-centric, very capital-centric, with a strong military backbone. In general, the best military one here is Oligarchy, and the best economic one is Classical Republic. I think I actually want to go Classical Republic, even though it'll make my units come out slower, because the Great People points is really going to pay off for us. We could also go something like Autocracy or Oligarchy and move to Classical Republic after the war. And you know what? I think that's what I'll do. I think I'm going to go Oligarchy, and then move to Classical Republic in the future. Okay. So we want diplomatic here. We can pick a diplomatic one. Charismatic leader makes it so we are getting envoys a lot faster. Diplomatic League is first envoy you send to each city-state counts as 2 envoys. I care more about the long term in general, which would be charismatic leader. But right now, I care more about the short term, because we're likely switching away from this later. And we'll be able to switch then anyway. So now we have a wild card. We could put anything we want in there, but in general, you tend to want to put purple cards in because they have no other slot of their own. I want Revelation for Great Prophet points. Normally, I'd love Great Scientist points. However, Great Prophet points, we are Russia. We can modernize easily through trading with people, whereas Great Prophets, our powerful early game stuff is having strong faith generation. There we go. And we're about ready to end this episode. We're going to actually move forward one so we can move our archer up and do some damage. There we go. I really want to take care of the horses and stuff up there. So we have a promotion available here. Yeah, battle cry. Just being stronger in general. And for our next technology, it would be 11 turns on engineering unless we build ancient walls. And we don't really have any city that could do that quickly, do we? No, you would take forever. Okay. Ooh, this is rough. Horseback riding would get us horsemen, but we don't have horses. And stables, you build that inside of an encampment, which we don't have any built. And we don't build them particularly quickly. So we're in a rough spot right now. Currency leads us to apprenticeship, which is industrial zones, which is really nice. Although it was nicer in my previous private match because I was Germany, and Germany has unique districts for industrial zones, so they build them quickly. I think... Oh, but this would also lead to mathematics. +1 movement for all naval units. We'd get it quickly. That would lead to military tactics, which is pikemen. Oh, a lot of hard decisions to make here. And mathematics would also get us to education to help modernize. I think I'm going to go currency. It'd be very quick to get, and markets and commercial hubs are nice. For our next civic, we have no bonuses towards our next things. This is research, construction, build a wonder, and clear barbarian outpost. It'd be very quick to get military tradition, and that would get us onto military training, which gives us an envoy. Entertainment complex, theater square. I think I'm going to go military tradition. And I could use you to finish him off. Do it. I don't want them retreating and keeping these units alive. I'd rather force them to rebuild. And it got us a promotion for next turn. Next episode, we likely go on the offensive against Congo, make them regret declaring war on us. Until next time, have a nice day.